Good morning. Thank you for joining me. My name is Diane O'Connell, and I'm the Human Resources Manager here at Chicago Community Healthcare. Today, I would like to talk to you about employee retention, our current state, and our plan for our future state. Our organization's retention rate is 10% higher than the industry norm and has been this way for the past 2 years. This is across the organization. High turnover comes with a considerable cost. Of course, recruitment and hiring of replacements, the productivity lost with training a new employee, as well as the trainee getting the knowledge that they need to perform their job. Of course, there's always the lost knowledge from the individual that left, but also think of it this way. When we lose a nursing assistant who makes a salary of $39,000 a year, we can approximate 40% of that average annual salary is lost, so roughly around $14,000 a year per employee. Now, when you compound that by the amount of employees that we have here, which is 242 right now, 10% is 24 people. And that comes out to an astounding amount of money that we're losing each year due to retention. And it also puts us at risk for a poor reputation, patient trust and satisfaction, as well as our employee morale and how effectively they're doing their jobs. What next? Because we have lack of career growth, poor relationships with management, pay increases, poor communication, and employee socializing were one of the few things found on our exit interviews. We need to implement change fast. The feedback we received was great on the exit interviews, but we need to do more with that. We need to dive deeper. Some of the items brought up were harsh treatment from physicians, was gossiping. Some of the other items that came up was the pay is fair, which is great, but they didn't get a raise within 5 years, and lack of communication. We need to dig deeper. We need more employee and customer input into how we can get better. So we looked into several things and we decided that SurveyMonkey would best suit our needs to provide surveys. We would start with closed-ended questions with areas for comments sent by email so that we could be anonymous, but also ensure that we receive a large population. And we definitely need to have management on board to ensure that we have as many employee surveys and customer surveys as possible. We also not only need to do this once, but this needs to be a committed endeavor that we do on a regular basis. We want to see how we've improved and what things we need to continuously improve upon. A survey is our best tool, and this will allow us to quantify results to move forward. So I'm proposing a retention plan that HR put together, and we have prepared this with a budget of $120,000, which is minimal considering the amount of work that we have to do. One of the key things here that we found was communication. That's our starting point. We need to train leadership on consistent communication and leading by example. We need to, of course, ensure our mission and vision statements are forefront always and the goals are clear. How are we going to do this? We looked into some training and found that the EEOC organization provides great online training as well as in-person training, which is free. We set up some training so that we can have our leaders trained and our employees trained. We want to make this a month-long endeavor by scheduling different people because obviously we can't have everyone together. But we want to make this our starting point. We also want to create daily team huddles to make communication a habit. Here we can find out what's going on, what's expected, what are problems, and we can hear from all employees in a safe space. We need to ensure our employees feel safe, that they feel that they can speak up and the voices are heard. And we need to make sure that we're always active listening. We need to implement one-on-one touch bases for leaders to meet with employees, perfect opportunity to discuss development, initiative ideas, what's going on, how they're feeling, and what they feel that they can improve upon. We want input from all employees. We want to work together, leadership, employees, and all levels of an organization on daily decision and improvement ideas. We at HR need to work closely with leadership to ensure that we're all meeting our mission and value statement and that our goals are the same moving forward. And feedback and acknowledgement at all levels needs to be provided daily. Another big thing that spoke out was the harsh treatment. And having harsh treatment and bullying is not acceptable anywhere. We need to address this immediately. Also, with some EEOC programs. This needs to happen within the next 2 weeks. This is detrimental, not only to each individual employee, but for how we communicate. This could affect our customer care. We need to train leaders on people management and conflict resolution. Human resources needs to be in the business as a business partner to help management with this, which we will do effective immediately. Another aspect is to ensure that it's very clear to our employees what the expectation is and what won't be tolerated. We need to document and communicate these processes, and we need to present them and ensure that everyone is aware of what the policies are and what the expectation is for employee behavior. Some of the things we can do is implement teamwork activities at all levels to bring people together from all different levels and departments to work together on things such as problem solving and brainstorming sessions for efficiencies, meet and greets. We can do that very reasonably here to bring people together to get to know one another and to create a sense of togetherness and collaboration. We also need a formal complaint process created and ensure that we're following up on it with leadership and HR. We need to constantly deliver the message at huddles of respect, teamwork, and collaboration. The next step in this item of big concern is empowerment, learning, and development and growth. Everyone needs to be able to develop and get better and grow constantly. It's a human need. So we want to immediately allocate 4 hours per month for employees to develop. Another big avenue that we looked at is we currently don't offer anything for online learning or investing in our employees. So we have a couple different tools that we want our employees to have access to for their development time, and one of them is edX.org, which is totally free, that provides many videos and resources for medical professionals, as well as administrative professionals in the healthcare industry. We looked into several different programs and found that HealthQuest is a robust program that our employees can suit for their own needs, creating their own accounts, and being able to gauge their development and progress in the program. And this is a great tool to use for one-on-one sessions working with the managers. The cost of the program is $10,000 a year, but we feel it will be money well spent. Another big avenue here is we have no recognition programs or any way to encourage innovation. So we want to implement employee recognition programs for this to include such things as just a kudos in writing or receiving a gift card to, a store. We want to invest an amount of $30,000 into this program. It could also include spot bonuses for particular jobs well done. And HR will work with leadership to develop and implement this very immediately. And we'll also work with employees and get their feedback on what they want to see in recognition. We need to develop career paths and succession programs. That's a big thing that we need to work on together, to ensure that people have avenues for growth and that they know that they can move into different roles if they want to and grow. We also want to develop formal mentoring programs. We can work on this in-house to have our senior leaders and managers work with different employees. Another great thing that we'll focus on. We want to create a performance management assessment tool to measure development. This is a big thing for employees to be able to see and use as a guide to move forward and grow. We have a currently compensation banded plan. So basically, what that means is that we pay people based on skills and competency, um, to jobs that are similar. So we want to look into this and develop more of a variable pay program where we are looking at what a person has for education, for certifications, years of service, and performance. The items in red are items of concern for those roles that are currently under market base. So we really want to look at those first, to see how we can better prepare that. And we want to allocate $80,000 to pay increases. We will work with leadership to identify individuals and work together on a better compensation plan. We want to continue to doing this moving forward and constantly be looking at an employee's compensation so that it's fair and that it's market based and priced within a range. Someone can go somewhere else and make a better pay range if we are not, if we are currently not giving what's out there in the market and we're not competitive. The next item that we need to look at is additional easy benefits that we can provide that are free. And as you can see, this auto detailing, dry cleaning drop off, we have people that will come here to gain our business and do this for us. Of course, employees will pay for it, but they'll have the benefit of just being here and being able to give it here, not having to go out to get the auto detailed. We have some of our clinicians that are willing to give an hour or two a week for weekly yoga and exercise sessions and implement mindful sessions. And we have our dietitian on board that will also give a couple hours a week. So this was a great tool that people can use an hour, say on the lunch break, to do a lunch and learn and to be able to join these groups as well as bring people together. We also have a trained coach on our staff that is willing to meet with employees, and allocate her time free of charge for this. We want to develop a robust employee wellness program because we look after so many people. We need to also look after our employees and ensure that they have all the tools that they need for holistic wellness. Last but not least is our future state needs to be allocated more money, and we need to budget this. We need to be staying consistent. We need our collaboration to be continual. We need to involve and change our strategy. We need focused development and learning, and we need for this to constantly be a state in which we're used to this. We need this to be expectation of everyone. We need to create tuition reimbursement for such things as certifications, and assisting childcare for our employees is a big item that people want. And we'll see this more in our surveys. But we need to be clear on our goals, expectations, and deliver these messages and practice them daily. Thank you for your time.